So, yeah, so we just had a little moment of connection before we started recording. And I kind of thought, oh, maybe I should have recorded that part. But so anyway, we'll see what unfolds here. So welcome to Soul Invocation is what I call this. It's a series of interviews that I'm doing with people who are doing work that is deeply aligned to who they are. And the idea is to learn from their journey and to get in contact with the guidance of our own kind of inner knowing so that we can bring that work into being. So hopefully we can learn in this experience and help other people go on this journey. So my name is Sunil, and I'm doing this as part of my work as a transformational coach and career coach to help people kind of find their mission and create work that's aligned to who they are. And I'm also on this journey myself. So today I'm speaking with Jeannette Meier. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Who founded the Positive Impact Movement and more lately Leadership Circle for the New Earth. And I met Jeannette a couple of years ago, I think already, probably more than a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
At the beginnings of the Positive Impact Movement, I think. And I felt when I met Jeannette, I felt a real resonance in what we were trying to create, but also in the world, but also how we were doing that. And yeah, and I guess like because of that alignment, I felt like it would be good to interview you. Actually, you should have been the first one on the series, probably. But it's taken me a while. So yeah, maybe you can kind of say a little bit about who you are, what you're about, what you're creating, or have been creating.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, Sunil. First of all, an honor always to be with you, wherever it is, also today here. But it's whenever I'm with you, you know, we connect through the heart, and I am who I am, and I appreciate that, not the deep connection that is there always. That wherever we are, whatever we are doing, it changes, no? As we share our beingness. So yes, when we met, no, it was about, I think, already 3 or 4 years ago, and it was when I was starting the Positive Impact Movement, and the Positive Impact Movement is it's a movement that it's starts by being who you are and creating what you love, no? And that's how we positively impact. And that's why also the name. And I believe that whenever we are aligned to who we are, we change the world. We live from the inside out, from the heart to the world. And we are the example of what we want to see. And that's why we positively impact. Today, while the Positive Impact Movement still exists, I have a dog here, I'm sorry. Positive Impact Movement is still there, but I'm pausing because I'm doing a dissertation, a doctorate in philosophy and a conscious centered living, and it's called the Path of Socially Conscious Leadership. And it's because for me, we all can be socially conscious leaders if we live from the inside out, and if we are who we are and we create what we love. And that's for anyone in this world, because it's our purpose is really to be who we are. no matter where we are. No? And this has to do a lot with the being, the flowing, unlearning patterns, beliefs, and learning new ones. Being socially conscious. I don't say conscious alone, but socially conscious, because we live in an environment, no, and we are so interconnected, and we are creating the world through our being. So that's why it's socially conscious and not only conscious. There are many conscious leaders, let's say, but in reality, for me, it's socially conscious. Really, it's because we are creating the new earth now through our flow, through learning to be, through so many things, that because we have a limitless potential. We are limitless, but we don't know it. We have unlearned that. And through the flowing, through the being, through the connecting, through the heart, and I connect a lot through the solar plexus. That what we did before. No, we were standing still, and we were looking at each other, and we were connecting. For me, the emotions, I get them a lot in the solar plexus, and in the positive impact movement, I call that power of being, because I'm able to feel you and to recognize you through the power, through the area below the heart. I have sensations that they show me who you are.
Yeah. So what you're talking about is a lot about kind of, you mentioned like unlearning kind of who we think we are possibly, and coming to this kind of authentic, real being, and then creating from that. And it seems like this real being is aware of like the wholeness of being connected to everybody.
Yes.
And wants to create something that is of benefit to everybody. It's not an egocentric kind of being. So, and you in the positive impact movement and through your work, you talk a lot about power of being. Can you say some more about that, or can we go there?
Well, the power of being, we all have our power of being, and I explained it as the freedom to be who you are and create what you love. That's the power of being, because we have the freedom to be who we are and to create what we love. And once you have that, once you have this power of being, once you have discovered it, well, you cannot go back, because you already have felt who you are and your purpose, which is your freedom to be and to create. And it's at the end, it's this beingness, no, this flowing, and it's connecting to the heart, and the mind being the servant of the heart and not the other way around, which is that being wholehearted, no, which is the mind is not blocking what we're feeling, and what we're feeling and what the heart says is what we express, because there's no fear in expressing who we are, which is the love that we are, no? So I'm love, and I'm not in fear to express the love, and the love that I feel for you, because we are all connected. And I love you, I value you, and I respect you as I do it for myself, because you are me and I am you. So the power of being is this
awareness of like unity and oneness and freedom. And that's where the love comes, and there's no fear in that. And when you're connected to that, you're kind of like you're directed. You things flow from that. You know what you are creating, or who you are, and what you are creating, and the mind doesn't kind of get in the way.
Yes, and that we learn. It takes time, and I'm still there. No, through what I say, it's the exploring, experiencing, and practicing. because we don't know who we are, because we've been told so many things of who we are, that this flow and letting yourself be, this you have to explore and know every time that it's okay to continue being you, giving and receiving through who you are, no? And that you do through exploration, experiencing, and practicing, no? Because then you start understanding through the experience, through the feelings, that it's totally okay. There's no fear, there's nothing, because you managed.
Can you clarify the difference of being in that place and operating from the
mind.
ego mind? Yeah.
The mind is always telling you, don't say this because they could think of, or don't do this because it's maybe not well seen, or don't say I love you because they might think that you're crazy loving someone. So or that you're a hippie or whatever. No, and at the end, when you are, I'm someone that, you know me, very touchy, and I love to say to people I love you because I love them. I love them. And it comes from the heart. It doesn't come from it's not the love of I want you, or no, it's the love of freedom. It's the unconditional love. You are part of who I am. So if I meet you, I haven't seen you before, and I meet you for the first time and we click, which has happened to me other times, I say I love you, and it's okay because I love you. I recognize you.
Yeah.
No, so you are recognizing someone, and it's and when you recognize, when you feel this sameness, that's love. You're connecting through love, through this energy, no, unconditional energy, unconditional love that just is expansion and of who you are. You see who you are in the other person, and the other person shows you through them to you, no? So it's and the mind is always blocking and not letting yourself flow. No, and what I always say, socially conscious leadership, no, it starts with from the inside out, no, through who you are, and it's love, it's uniqueness, and it's co-creation. And love, it's you and me and everyone.
Yeah. Okay, can you say a little bit more about like the other two parts?
Yeah, and uniqueness, we are the same, but we are unique.
Yeah.
Because everyone in this world has come for something, no? So to be in freedom, to be who they are, unique, and create what they love, uniqueness. So this uniqueness is what we are bringing into the world, and we are through that we are serving others. In anything,
so it's like we're multifacets of the same being.
Yes, we are the same being together, but everyone is unique, has something. Everyone is their own guru.
They're unique, and they have something unique also to bring.
Yeah, and
all
to share,
of us.
Yes, and to share with the world, no? And to serve to the world, to others. And so I can say uniqueness, or I can say guru. I am my own guru. As Sunil, you are your own guru. When I'm sharing with you, I'm learning from you. Because you have this uniqueness that I see, and that I'm learning through you, and I'm expanding through you. I'm expanding myself through you because I'm seeing things of you, and I'm learning things of you that expand me. And I will never be you. What I'm learning is that I'm projecting to who I am, and I expand who I am, my uniqueness. So
it's like in a way we kind of need each other to.
Yeah, relationships are basics for our growth. And then there's the co-creation. Co-creation is, again, is this flowiness, is this being, is this wholeness, that if when I'm with you, I'm co-creating, okay, and I'm co-creating something. Whatever comes out of this interview is a co-creation, and we don't know when we're flowing. We don't know where it's going, because again, here they are the same thing. If I put the mind and I say, okay, let's organize these interviews like this is this, and the outcome should be that, okay, I'm not co-creating, I'm collaborating. I'm already limiting with my mind the outcome of the interview. But if I'm flowing, I'm here with you, connecting, not knowing what comes out, just sharing from the heart what comes, I'm co-creating with you, because you are doing the same through your heart, through your uniqueness. So in my mind, I will never be able to envision the outcome, because it's open, and it comes through this exponential through unifying, through coming together too, in freedom, in flow, and together co-create something that we don't know what it will be, but it's definitely going to be bigger than myself alone, because it's wholeness, and wholeness generates something much bigger than two. It'll be with 3 or 4 or 5, 6.
So what just stood out for me in what you said is bigger than myself alone. And I thought of like the different ways you can create, right? You can create from the mind, and that has a certain kind of result. You can create individually from the power of your being, from the heart, let the heart direct. And then it unfolds into something that you actually don't know. It's like bigger than you can conceive.
Yes.
And then when you do that, and then like you can go to another level of when you do that with another person, it becomes even bigger, sort of, exponentially bigger, because you're both bringing that power, that way of creating together. Yes. I when you were speaking, I had this image of dancing come up to me, of like, so like you can dance, knowing the exact steps you're gonna dance, and what the kind of outcome is and how it should be, right? Like in a structured way. You can dance in a free way where you don't know you're listening to the music and you don't know what's going to happen, and you allow that to happen. But then you could also do that with another being, with another person, and experience the magic of this creation unfolding through both of you, or multiple people. Where there's this creation happening and you're witnessing it at the same time.
Yes, moment by moment, because you're in the now, flowing through that, and you're experiencing whatever comes out of it. And for me, this is we through that are co-creating the new earth. So that's why then the leadership circle of the new earth comes into play. But it's through this socially conscious leadership that is love, uniqueness, and co-creation, is that we are forming the new earth through our own power of being and collective power of being, no? So it's this creation that we don't know where we're going, but it's going to be amazingly beautiful. Amazingly beautiful, because we're flowing and we're being in wholeness and co-creating something that, I don't know.
So I feel excited by that. Like there's this eagerness, and then there's in me a little bit of like, how can we do that? Like, because I know for myself that I also get kind of stuck in the mind, and wanting to know where I'm going, wanting things to work out in a very fixed way. And so how can we facilitate that for ourselves and for other people? It sounds like this circle that you're doing tries to do that. Or I wonder if you can talk about that, like sort of ways we can facilitate that for ourselves, for other people, and what we can do when we get trapped in the mind and fear, and we're sort of going in a direction that's just not working.
Not the way.
So how can we come back?
Yeah. First of all, the how.
That was like 5 questions in one. Sorry.
No.
Answer whatever you want.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. But no. First of all, in my trajectory, well, in the experience I've had, the how I never know. The how I never know, because when I define a how, I'm already limiting my mind, and I don't want to limit myself. I mean, with my mind, no. So the how comes through the flowing, through the being, and the only thing I've learned here, it's just do it for yourself, be, flow, explore, experience, and practice the being in the now, the observation, the thoughts you have, the contemplation of what's happening around, the living from the heart, the openness, the vulnerability, all the things. Just be, no matter what. It doesn't matter. Be, and be the example of what you want to see in the world. Because as you are the example of what you want to see in the world, you will be example, or not example, but inspiration for others to do the same. And that's how we are going to co-create the new earth. There are no methodology or techniques, because everyone is unique. And as everyone is unique, everyone has their way to go inside and to be their own selves, to create what they love, no, to experiment with things. You can, if you're in a work and you don't like the work, so explore a little bit outside or experiment other things until you see what you love to do, and just start. But there's no how, because in the how we lose our connection, no? And
so it's a lot about like kind of being present to your being, you know, like kind of
yes, taking this out.
Observe, or maybe observing that.
Always it's here always, but this serves you. What you feel, express what you feel. Don't hide yourself because of society, or because someone could say something. Anyhow, when you are aligning to your heart, let's say, to who you are, to your heart, to your feelings, and you start looking inside, no? Then many people don't want to look inside because they're afraid to look inside, and because they'll discover certain things. But it's so nice to really discover so many things about ourselves, and to uncover and take out beliefs and patterns, and maybe cracking your mind. I love to crack my mind with new ideas and saying, "Oh, really?" And then just with all this exploration, I know that I don't know anything, and I love that. I don't have to know. I love not to know. I don't know what's going to happen in 1 hour. It's okay. I'm flowing. But that comes through this experiencing and practicing to flow, to be. You don't have to have everything planned. Just open up.
So it's kind of unfolding. It's a way of being and operating, where you're sort of paying attention, and it's like it's revealed to you step by step, like where you know on a need to know basis.
When it's time.
Time.
I've pushed so many times for things to happen. At the end, I had to. I saw myself returning to the same starting point, or even to again learn something. You know, if you push.
Right. But it's not just about like this necessarily about being, but there is this sort of expressing and and you said being the example. So
Yeah.
there is this action part.
Yeah. For yourself, because if you do it
What
for
do you mean?
yourself, if you are for yourself and you're the example for yourself, you will be the example for others. But not because of you will. That doesn't matter, because when you are for yourself, you are in integrity for who you are. You learn to love yourself, learn so many things, that then you express those things to the people.
So, okay, can you give me an example of like when you were in this mode and something was created through that, and how that worked out from the past?
Yes, I've been many times in the mode. For instance, I had a community, the community in the Positive Impact Movement. We had a community in there. And throughout the COVID times, I was there every week, 3 or 4 times a week, and in conversations, no, and also in co-creations. We co-created projects, which we learned just to flow, to say, okay, this is the topic. Let's start sharing and co-create something. And from
so you got like this impulse to like, so how did it start from inside, and how did it move like into into reality?
Yeah, usually no. When for instance, conversations per se in PI Move, there PI Move is Positive Impact Movement. In PI Move, we have topics, but we didn't have a structure of the meeting. It was everyone was sharing, everyone was. We started like grounding ourselves and listening a little bit. No, inside it depended. Every time was different, but and from there we started sharing about the topic, and through the sharing and through allowing ourselves to share openly in vulnerability and everything, we then all of us learned a lot about that. No. Or every week, for instance, I meet with Patricia Jean Fleming every week, and we do a podcast. We don't know what we're going to talk about in the podcast. It's just we sit there and we talk. And when we flow, something beautiful always comes out of that episode, where we are learning something. You know, and it's just through the flowing and through the challenging ourselves. Now it's not a challenge anymore, but it was at the beginning. It was breaking the mold of okay, oh no, we're going to record this, and then it will be seen somewhere. Or I did many live sessions, or interviewed many live, and it was for us to go into the edge, to really expand and learn, but through the beingness. And cracking the mind, no, and the fear, just by doing it, no, just by being it, and through the being, doing, no, but always in this grounding and in this feeling inside, what's happening inside, for us to learn about ourselves, no, and about the fears we had, and about what we're capable of being and doing through this flow, no. So it has been an exploration and experiencing and a practicing. And everything in life takes some effort that comes through the responsibility. For me, to date, the most important thing is really, I am responsible for my growth. I came here into this world to grow to myself, no? And this is my purpose, number one. How I'm going to do it and what it will be, I don't know. But as I align with who I am, I'm learning. For instance, me at work, I work now 5 days a week, and before it was 4 days a week, since because I had PI Move and everything. But this year I started 5 days, because at the end, socially conscious leadership, I am no matter where I am. I'm a socially conscious leader. So I'm being a socially conscious leader at work. I have a team of 30 people, and I'm being the example I want to see. And I'm sharing with them my love my uniqueness and the co-creation, and I'm flowing with them. So I meet with them, each of them, every 1 or 2 weeks, and I have a session with them, and I'm there for them to be happy at work, for them to grow. I'm not in human resources. I'm the, the head of the international team, but it has to do with if they grow inside, they will grow outside. If they're happy with what they do, the company grows. So it doesn't matter where you are. Even in the IT world, it works. And so socially conscious leadership is whatever you are, no? It doesn't matter. At the end, it's who you are, the being that you are.
Yeah. It's
and
like,
how you flow.
sort of how you're being. And you say like the flowing. So what do you mean by that?
Flowing is
like,
really.
So you said you with the team, you're like there and you're flowing with them, right?
Yes.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that I am who I am. I don't care what they might think, because I what I express is what I feel in every moment. So when I'm meeting with one of them, I'm there with them. I'm in the present. I connect with them, and I share with them, even if it's related to work or not. It always has humanity and beingness in the middle, even if it's IT work. But I share certain things I feel from them, and that I see that they can improve, or that they have done excellently, beautifully, that they are learning. So there's always this relationship in there, and this beingness, and this flowing, because I'm in the present moment every time I'm with them. So I was asked about 2 weeks ago, Jeannette, how do you remember what each of us tells you? I don't know it down, because I feel it in the moment. And since I feel it in the moment, it stays with me forever, because I'm in the present with them. I'm meeting with them, I'm with them. I'm not thinking of, I should be doing this. I know this meeting, I have this in 5 minutes, I have that. No, I'm here listening.
Yeah. So it's about being totally present with them and yourself, and
yes.
and kind of allowing the knowing to kind of come forth in that. So that's why you don't need to kind of make a lot of notes, because what you need to know is there in the moment when you connect like that. Yes.
And what will serve me and them for what we are to do, no? So yes, this is the flowing, the present time, no? Not the mind wandering around when I'm sitting here.
So there's no mind, or
there's more feelings. There's more feelings and understanding that then translate into the sharing.
You
know? It's not here what I'm doing.
It's not like this part is kind of disconnected and operating by itself, right? There's a deeper connection to the heart, and through the heart to them, to the other. And everything is informed from there. Yes,
the share. And the mind is always there playing, no? But if we are in the present moment, we know what it is saying, and we are able just not to listen to it, but to concentrate here, And it's this the present moment is, and the listening is really being in your heart, and from there expressing. And if here something happened, many times you don't hear it, or you hear it, but you say, okay, no worries, I go back. No, but it's already more it comes to be natural, no? At the end, when you explore, experience, and practice it. Yeah,
it sounds like there's a big element of listening. Like the thing I was saying about the music. No, like when if I'm listening, I'm really like have no idea of what's going to happen. I'm really listening to the music, and I'm moved by the music. And it sounds like this flow is a little bit like that. Like I'm listening to the music between us.
Yes.
And then I'm moved by that. And my words and my mind is informed by that movement.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's a super nice, how do you say that, comparison? But no, it's beautiful because it's like that.
I think I had a moment of flow there. Where I wasn't thinking and it just came out. So
yeah, it's that because, and then Sunil, it stays for you forever, no? It stays with you forever because you had the feeling of something. You expressed it through the mind, but you had the feeling of that move in a certain point in time, and the move, no, of the dancing, and it stays with you because it came from another place.
It came from another place. And also, when that happens, and you are these thoughts and these words come from that place, they resonate in you, and so you get this feedback of like, oh, this is how it feels to be in tune, like to be playing the music, no, and so that helps you kind of cultivate that going on, because you know it's like they're not really your words, no, they're just coming, they're kind of coming through you.
They're from I would say from yourself, no, from the universe,
a bigger self.
Bigger self, from the universe and everything. And it's something, but that's what I say is really, that's for us to be at any time, no? And that's so difficult because we have so many inputs, but this awareness of what's happening inside of you all the time, the feelings, the thoughts, and the response to the outside world, this is the beingness also, this being in the present, and from there respond, and from there
you're right, you can operate in that way, or there's no reason all the time,
which I think is one of the things we came to learn now in this world. It's really to be this being, to be the love, the uniqueness, and everything, which is this socially conscious leadership, to grow this world and to co-create, this new earth, not here anymore, but here.
It's reminding me of like the one kind of phrase that you have on your website, which is we choose to be love and co-create the new earth from it.
Yes.
And it's like that's the essence of what you're practicing and what you're showing other people to do, and it's what we've been talking about now, this kind of being in this place, connected to this place of love, and moving from there. Listening to the music of the love.
Yes. The love that you are, and that everyone is. The love that you are, and that everyone is. Yes, we learn so much from that, because we understand other people also. When we have compassion, no? If someone reacts differently, or it's everything turns, has another color, no? It's more understanding, no? Knowing that not everyone has the best day, knowing that everyone has their own shoes, everyone walks their own shoes, everyone has their own story, everyone has their own learnings and unlearnings, everyone is in a different grid, so we all are in this together to evolve and co-create. And yes, it's for us to be there all the time, but it's lots to learn, not to be there. But this glimpse, this awareness of the love that we are and the uniqueness that we are and the potential that we have, that we all have, it's beautiful, and it's what once you've seen it keeps you continuing in your path, no? Like you, Sunil, you have it, you have felt it and everything, so you're continuing your path and with your projects, because you know that the project, what you are creating, is part of who you are, and when you are doing it, you're nurturing others, and when you are nurturing others, they are nurturing you. So you are evolving and you are evolving. So there's so much. It's a beautiful. It's really beautiful when we are there.
I think once you get a taste of this way of being and creating, you don't want to kind of do it any other way.
Yes.
It's like sort of like, but I always think it's like moving from a black and white movie to a full color 3D movie, you know. It's like, well, you don't want to go back to living in that other the sort of gray world.
Yes. This
yeah. I just felt like the urge to repeat that phrase again. I'm just trying to find. Can you say that? So we choose to be love and to co-create a new earth from it.
Yes,
I like that.
Yes, because yes, we have the energy of love, the energies of love and fear, and at the end we choose to be love, and to be love is to get out of here and go here. And from here express.
It's a dog again. It's okay, you can be on. Everything is good. You can come back on.
We're flowing.
Yeah.
Also my dog, Mr. Toy.
Yeah, he had something to say. I think he said he agreed.
All done.
Well, thank you so much, Jeannette, for having this conversation. Yeah, for bringing like your being and your presence and insight to this process of like unfolding ourselves and creating this new kind of reality. So I'm curious, like if people want to connect with you, they can find you on the internet. Do you have any links or where they can find you?
Yes, they can find me always on LinkedIn, no, on the Jeannette Meier, or also I have JeannetteMeier.com, and from there it links into PI Move and the Socially Conscious Leadership Circle. It's like my name, you have it here. So Jeannette Meier.
Well, I'll put the links in the video and after. So yeah.
And happy if you join the leadership circle. For now, I'm waiting. I'm doing the dissertation, and I know that from there doors will open for me to really share in the way I am to share. But it's nice if you want to join already, to have your emails and then to be able to co-create the new earth through our leadership.
Yeah, thank you. And I appreciate the people kind of connecting and watching this. I hope it's been helpful in kind of reminding us to connect to ourselves so that we can bring our work to the world. And I wish everyone like this experience of being in this flow, which is kind of magical.
Yes, it's blissful. It's amazing. And Sunil, before we close, I really want to thank you. I know I love you. I love you lots, and I always want to. I want to thank you. An honor for the invitation, really, and thank you always for allowing me to connect with you, heart to heart, solar plexus to solar plexus, to recognize your power of being, to feel it, and to to learn from you. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you. I think you've been showing me like this power of connecting and creating together. So that's one of the biggest things I learned from the PMOF. So yeah, and it's always nice to come together. The energy, the fire burns brighter, no?
Yes, yes, always, always.
Okay.
Thank you so
very
much.
much. Well.